My name is Katherine Walker and I'm from Stonyhurst College in the United Kingdom. Today I'm going to talk to you about the advantages of a boarding school education, what that can give to your child and why it's a good thing to do, because I know in the Ukraine you're not so used to the idea of boarding education. This is Stonyhurst, so it is a very beautiful building. And we're in a part of England called Lancashire. And Lancashire is very near to Manchester, and I think you will have heard of Manchester because of Manchester United. Pupils come to our school from the age of 3 to 18, but we board from the age of 8. And we have 475 pupils at our senior school, which is age 13 to 18, and the majority of those pupils are full-time boarders, will stay with us all the time. The advantages of boarding school education can be split into 3 sections. Academic, which the advantages of improving your education. Developmental, this is how your child grows both emotionally and spiritually as a person. And personally, this is the improvement to what a pupil experiences and how we can add to their life and their self-confidence while they are with us at school. So our children board in boys' houses and girls' houses, so they board separately from each other. And because they are with us all day, every day, we have lots of activities in the evening as well as prep time, homework time to do study. And we have lessons on a Saturday morning as well. And then on a Sunday afternoon, which is really the only free time that pupils get, we put on activities or excursions out to perhaps a football match, a museum, shopping, different things. So back to the advantages in general of a boarding school. The first section is academic. One of the biggest advantages to being in boarding school is just the fact that you are there longer, so you have more time to get to know the pupils and to help them study. Our school days do tend to be longer than the normal school day in the UK. So our lessons start at 8:30 in the morning and go on until 5:30 p.m. But this allows for a variety of learning experiences during the day, including sport, art, music, drama, as well as academic study in the classroom. And at the end of each day, our teachers will run educational clinics to help any child that is struggling or needs any extra support. So at the end of the day, pupils can go and see teachers for further support. And of course there is prep time in the evening, what we call prep time. It's time for homework or study. And that is also supervised and supported. So like you would help your children at home with their homework, the teachers and staff help the pupils at school with their homework. Another advantage is that the class sizes are much smaller than they would be in other types of education. But in most British boarding schools, class sizes are relatively small, and teacher to pupil ratios in my school are 1 teacher to 10 pupils. And this is particularly helpful in the final 2 years at school when you are studying your A-levels or IB in order to get into university. This extra support from the staff can be very helpful. You will also find the facilities at British boarding schools are incredibly strong, very good, lots of them, and very up to date. So I'll show you a few of our facilities. This is our library where students can come to study when they haven't got a lesson, so at lunchtime, in an evening. In the 6th form, you have free study lessons. You can either go here or go to your bedroom where you will have a study desk. And here is our new dining area, our new refectory we call it. So as you can see, facilities are very up to date. You will see more pictures as you go along. The final thing on the academic slide is the learning experience. Because of the extra time and the smaller class sizes, a pupil's learning experience is much better and much stronger than it would be in a day school. Pupils who excel and are very clever are pushed to achieve their absolute best. And for any pupils that have educational difficulties, they are given strong support to achieve the best results they can get. And as part of the learning experience, pupils do extracurricular activities and sport. And so the variety and the difference in lots of different types of learning experience means that a child can learn right across the spectrum. Now, at Stonyhurst, as in line with many other boarding schools, your child will have the opportunity to try lots of different sports and different activities which they wouldn't have been able to do at another school. The following pictures were taken in one afternoon, and these were only the activities I could actually get to. There were more activities on. So hockey, music, fencing, choir, golf. We have our own 9-hole golf course. Charlotte on the death slide. She screamed quite loudly. Jake and Ella playing team games. Benedicta painting. So they were only the activities I could get to on that afternoon. There were many more activities. So it shows you how much can go on at a boarding school. Okay, so we go on to developmental. Your child will develop great independence, and it's a quite obvious advantage. You're going to send them away from home for the first time, probably, so they will learn to be independent and do their own work and organise themselves and hopefully look after themselves. The separation is very difficult at first, we understand that, but your child will really develop a strong sense of how to look after themselves, of how to be independent, and how to deal with many situations and many different types of people. We at British boarding schools are very used to homesickness. It happens. But what usually happens is in the first 3 weeks, your child will phone home every day. But after that 3 weeks, you will phone us and say they haven't phoned because they're having such a good time. This will stand your child in good stead. This will give them a good base to start from in the rest of their life and give them confidence at a much younger age than they would usually develop it. And they can do all of that in the safe environment of a boarding school. The second thing is a new culture. You move to a new country and you learn new things about different people and about different cultures and how we do things differently. The world's increasingly becoming a global village, and sending your child to a boarding school in the United Kingdom will help them to become part of that global village. And our international students bring a fantastic dimension to the school for our British pupils as well. Each nationality learns from each other. Teamwork. In this world, teamwork is very important, whether your child is going to be in charge of a team or work as part of a team. It's something very important for them to learn. At boarding school, you live in a community of people that you've never met before, and this can be sometimes a little bit trying. But what you learn is to see things from other people's point of view and to understand that people do have different points of view than yourself. And this gives you insight into how people think, work and function, which is a great skill to have in life. And also the final one, we help our pupils with their university application. We give them a lot of personal care and help in the run-up to that application. This year, we are very proud that 5 of our students have got into Oxford, and one of those students is a Ukrainian student. Natalia is going to study experimental psychology at Oxford. We also have pupils going to Harvard and the other top universities around the world. And the final section is about what personal benefit this can be to your child. They will form lifelong friendships. This may not seem very important, but the friends your children make at boarding school will go with them through life. Stonyhurst, like a lot of British boarding schools, have a strong former pupil association or alumni association.